Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Build with Phil, the conclusion of the Super Mario World build. And in fact, before we begin tonight, I just want to show you, this is where we left off last time with this build. We have the full Yoshi completed. He moves. Well, it's kind of hard to do it with one hand from the side here, but he moves, and his mouth opens and his tongue comes out. And you can leave it in a position like that, or you can leave it closed, or a hybrid of in between so it looks like he's mid-motion, okay? So Yoshi's done. Now we just have to build Mario, or if you're from New York, Mario. I don't know why they say that, but they do. So here he is, okay? And that's as far as we got. Tonight is the Mario build. We're going to finish this up and finish this Lego build, and then it's going to become part of my background for the rest of the month. But this very much is an interactive stream where we are going to talk and hang out with each other while I do it. So don't worry if you're here to chill and relax. You're in the right spot. All right, let's go. Let's get started because I want to finish the Mario Lego build here tonight. Let me get my glasses, actually. That's kind of an important thing. Mamma mia, indeed. Bobos Chodo. What a nice name. Okay, so bag number 12 of 15. And a lot of these bags now that are left are very small. They're not huge bags anymore. So we only have, like, I think 50 to 60 steps left in this build. Not very many considering it was 350 total. So, all right, here we go. This is the first bag we've opened that didn't have a smaller bag on the inside, actually. Okay. So I can just go ahead and I can just start building right here. Let's see here. Green. These are dark. Oh, wow. So there's different colors of brown. Ooh. This might actually be a little bit more tricky than I thought because there's different shades of brown that they want you to use for Mario's hair here. There's like a maroon in here somewhere. Like this here is maroon. Yep. Okay. What is this music? Da 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 da. Okay. See here? There's supposed to be a long brown somewhere. This one? Aha. There we go. Did I have Legos as a kid? I had a few. I didn't have a ton. I had, like, loose Lego blocks that you could build whatever you want with. It wasn't, like, an established set. And then they were, like, a big tub, like a container thing that you would open up, pour them out, you play them, and then put them back in when you were done. And then I had a couple Lego sets. Like I've already told you guys, the one set that for me stood out, I remember having a Robin Hood set where it was supposed to be Sherwood Forest. And the reason that one became prominent was because the Robin Hood Prince of Thieves movie had come out with Kevin Costner. And so Robin Hood was like all the rage at one point for kids. And I went and we got it. My dad and I got it and we built it together, I remember. And it was quite neat. That was the first one that I had actually seen, like trees and stuff in a Lego. I thought that Legos were just blocky things. You know what I mean? I never knew that they were going to be like so complex they would look like a tree or something organic. And I really liked that about that particular set. I remember having bow and arrow and stuff too. That was really cool. Like accessories for the little figures. So that's the one that stands out in my head. I'm absolutely sure that I probably had more, but I don't really remember, back that far because I remember the gaming years and stuff. Thank you so much to your future stepdad. Stepdad just gifted a sub over on Kick, and we saw our brand new animation for gifted subs here this month of February. Technically, it is still January. It's January 31st, but I jumped the gun and decided to do the animations a little early, which obviously is fine, right? Thank you, stepdad, for that. Let's get that on the leaderboard. So now you are tied with Gabriel for 2, I think? Or is that your first one tonight? I think that is your first one because you had done a super chat earlier, right? And not a super chat, some kicks earlier, right? So Gabriel is still our leader on Kick tonight. Cool. Jade says he likes to chill and talk during the Lego stuff. Yeah, this is good. I like doing this because it's more laid back. And tonight we're in no rush either. Like, I know that we have more than enough time to finish tonight. So I'm in no particular rush to hurry through. We could just chill and talk while I do this, a little bit more laid back. And I like that. Okay, more of these. So this is all Mario's head and hat that we're building right now. See that? This is so easy, because remember, previously, all the build steps that we were doing was like complex, ridiculously complex pieces and stuff. And I didn't know what any of it was. And now we're at the part of the build where it's like easy. This is like normal stuff. So this is actually a lot more fun, in my opinion, because it's not super complicated shit trying to figure it out. It's fairly straightforward right now. And it's starting to actually look exactly like what we want. It's starting to look like Mario, which is cool. Okay. Yep. On to the next. Oh, let's see here. Can I put the camera on the top left so we can see more of your abs? No, people were saying top left didn't work. It looks better top right last time, so that's why we're doing top right. Do I find my fingers hurting after building? The first session, yes. The first session when we built the base and all that, there was some hard stuff I had to push through and my thumb was killing me. Last session, no. So it really depends on, I guess, what you're particularly doing each session, if there's some tougher things you need to align and push through or not. Jade says, next week, Lily in Street Fighter 6? Well, we have, let's see. Tomorrow we're doing Sagat for sure. And I'm thinking tomorrow we play more in casual play with Sagat. We try to see if I'm feeling good enough to do my ranked placements, right? We're doing another daytime stream of Street Fighter 6 later in the week. And I would like to do ranked gameplay. I just don't know with who. To be honest, I want to go back to like Dalzim and Blanca, who I now haven't played in many weeks. So maybe I would do like a Dalzim stream and see how I could do with him in ranked at the master level and go from there. But we will get back to Lily eventually, for sure. She's one of my favorite characters. It's a shame she sucks so bad in the game. I really wish she was better, but what can you do about that? Not much. Okay, that's there. Yep. Okay. Oh, we're going all the way down here and doing blue ones now. Would I ever do Lego with drinks? You know, like I said, Lego with drinks doesn't make sense. Number one, I need glasses to even see these Legos. Without them, it's so blurry I wouldn't even be able to build it myself. I need the glasses, okay? If I were drinking right now and I spilled like the drink or I drop a piece on the floor, I'll never find it. So I gotta be competent in order to be doing this. I can't be getting buzzed and stuff doing Legos, okay? Fish Tank Big Boss says, what amount in donations would guarantee the $650 huge Pokemon Lego build? Well, here's the problem, all right? Here's what I want you to understand. There's a couple factors involved because we've been talking about this. People are asking me, will I do the $650 Pokemon Lego build? Okay? So here's the honest answer. Factor number one, okay, is if I were to get that thing, okay, how many streams realistically would it take to build it? Does anyone actually know how many pieces it is? I don't have an active computer I can use to search right now. So if someone could look that up, I'm of the assumption that thing's going to be thousands of pieces, right? This build I'm doing right now was 1,200 pieces, and it's going to take total about 7 hours to do. If this thing is like, let's say it's 5,000 pieces. I'm just guessing. If it's that price, it's probably 5,000 pieces, right? Just think about the math there. So that would be like 24 hours or something crazy like that to build the dang thing. So think about that investment, right? That investment of time on my streams. Is someone looking it up right now? I don't know. If you can let me know, but the way I see it is this. It's not that I wouldn't enjoy doing it. I know I would. How cool would it be to build all 3 starter Pokemon, right? Awesome representations of these creatures or characters, whatever you want to call them, right? I think that would be neat. But at the same time, I just don't realistically see people showing up for that amount. For example, I just said this build right now, right? That we're doing this very moment. We have 160 viewers on YouTube. We have 95 viewers on Kick, okay? So roughly around 250 viewers, right? And thank you. If you're a viewer right now, I really do appreciate you hanging out with me. But the problem is, it's very hard to retain an audience for this stuff. The first stream I did of this had way over that and had more engagement and more support. And then last time it dwindled, and now tonight again, it's lower. And that just seems to be something that happens with these Lego streams. The first one gets the hype, and then after that, the hype dies out. And there's nothing I can really do about that, right? So, like, if I were to get this thing, realistically, how many people are actually going to show up and come to every stream and you know, you think it's 6,838 pieces. Holy moly. That is a lot of pieces, obviously. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything here because there were some extras there, and I want to make sure that I didn't miss any. I don't think I did. It's looking like I got everything. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's a 1-to-1 right there. Okay, we're on to bag 13, by the way. All right. So if 1,200 was 7 hours, do the math for 6,800. You're talking probably 5. So you're talking 35 to 40 hours. So that's going to be weeks of streaming to build this thing, right? So number one, I just don't think that Legos are popular enough in my content to do a build that long. Like, the only way I could do it is if I literally get it and, like, for 2 months we build the first Pokemon, then we chill and don't do it, and then another 2 months later we resume and we do the second Pokemon. Like, it would be the 2026 build would be the Pokemon build, and that's it. We do nothing else. And we just alternate and take breaks and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe then it would work, perhaps. But the other factor, and this is probably, quite honestly, the bigger factor, which we've already talked about. $13. That thing is huge. 6,800 pieces is going to be wildly huge. Okay. And I don't have anywhere to put it. Currently right now, what you see is what you get. This room that you see me stream out of every day, this is my studio. This is my office. This is everything. My man cave, you could call this, I suppose. Okay. But that's it. Like, I don't have other rooms where I store statues and have, you know, I wouldn't put anything like that in another room. So it would have to be in this room somewhere. Right now, to be honest, this room needs to be reorganized. Since I did redo my setup, that half of the room that you don't see back there is basically not being used. I've got a desk with monitors on it and equipment on it that aren't being touched, right? Right now I have a storage rack in the middle of my room that I'm eventually going to put into this closet. So maybe eventually long-term, if I redesign and clean out the room and do stuff, then I'd have somewhere to put this thing. But for now, I have absolutely nowhere to put it. So even if I were to buy it and build it, where in the holy hell would I put it and what would I do with it? You know? So that's why I'm really not considering doing it. It's not a matter of money or anything like that. It's like, what do I do with a build that big? This build we're doing right now is immediately going to go into my background for this month. It's going to look awesome, right? But the Lego, or the Pokemon Lego is too big, in my opinion, right? So here you go. So V. Souza says 36 hours would mean 12 3-hour streams. Would you do it for 150 times 12 equals $1,800? Up front? Like if you paid me $1,800 up front. Now you got me seriously thinking about this for some bizarre reason. So you're asking me if you paid me $1,800 up front, would I commit to doing the Lego build? Okay, we got some pieces to put on here. Give me 1 second before I get distracted. I got to put a few small pieces on here. This goes right here. Okay. Okay, we got some of these pieces. Let me find the L pieces. I need L black pieces here. Here's one. I need another one. Here's another one. Okay. That. Yep. And then I need another one. Ooh, listen to this. Do 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 do. This is called chip tunes. Yeah, that's what this music style is called, chip tunes. It's supposed to be like, it sounds like something you make on a computer, right? The bleeps and the bloops. I like it. I thumbed it up on the playlist so I could find it easily later if I want to listen to it again. I like this kind of music. So, what do you guys think? Should I accept $1,800 to do the Lego build? See, because here's the way. Here's financially, here's how you can explain it, okay? Let's say I said yes, right? And even if those streams tank and no one shows up and I make like nothing on them, technically, it's been prepaid, right? So it doesn't matter that the stream tanked. I already made bank on that, so it doesn't matter, okay? However, there is a factor to discuss that I don't think that we'd be discussing. Number one, it would have to be, we'd have to agree to a length of time to do it, because like I said, I can't do nonstop Lego streams. Number one, I get burned out. Number two, I get bored. I just wouldn't want to do it that often. Maybe like once or twice a week we do a Lego stream, and then we just continue on, and it takes months and months to build it, but that's how we would approach that. That's number one, okay? But number two, there's an important factor here that we would need to consider, okay? There is a factor that we would need to consider, and thank you, Fish Tank Boss. I'll shut that out in a second. The consideration is as follows, all right? I would like you all to think back to my playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3, all right? So what am I talking about? Well, if you remember, I played Baldur's Gate 3, and at first, when I started playing the game, there was some good attention on it, and we had good attendance and all of that. And then within about maybe 2 weeks of me playing it, the attendance and everything fell right off. And in fact, a lot of people saying, all right, we saw you play it, we know what it is, but it's boring, now stop playing it. Well, what ended up happening was, I had some people who contacted me and said, no, we really want this. We want you to keep playing it, and we will support it. Well, actually, literally, we will finance your playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 if you keep playing it. And they didn't lie. Like, no exaggeration, they showed up to every stream. Some people were dropping hundreds of dollars. That is Mario's nose right there, for the record. That looks hideous. Hopefully, we're going to make that look better. There were people who were coming by those streams and were dropping incredible amounts of support to make those viable so I would keep playing the game, even though, personally, I wasn't necessarily loving the game at all moments. I did like it overall. I'm happy that I played it to get experience with it. But essentially, here's what happened. I've talked about this before, okay? I played Baldur's Gate 3 for over 150 hours or something like that? I want to say it was like 140 hours, okay? Those streams ended up getting really low attendance, very, very little engagement, and the only support they got were from the Baldur's Gate supporters, which was maybe like 5 to 10 people. But they still came and supported, okay? So I kept playing. But what ended up happening was over the course of 3 or 4 months, I think I started it in December. I played it through January, February. I finished it in like March, okay? The actual attendance and engagement of my content on my channel completely tanked. You might say, well, what do you mean? I mean, like, there were no likes on any videos. I mean, like, people just literally said, all right, if he keeps playing Baldur's Gate 3, I'm not going to come by his channel until he's done, and I know this is no longer in the rotation. Like, have zero interest in this game, and I don't want to come back for it. So when he's done, I'll come back. So, no lie, all the stats on the channel, I made money playing this game, but all the stats on my channel completely tanked. And then it took a while, quite frankly, in order to build the channel back up to get people to start coming back again for other new games. It was actually difficult. And it took, I would say, 2-3 months of me grinding away, trying to, hey, everyone, I'm really done with Baldur's Gate. Please come back. Please come back. And then finally people started coming back. And they did. Don't get me wrong. They did. But it was a chore. It wasn't pleasant. And it was kind of like at the end of the day, I kind of looked at everything and I was like, in retrospect, maybe it just wasn't worth it. I mean, yeah, I made money playing the game, but really was it worth it to get the channel tanked and having no views and everyone left and no engagement and then really having a really hard time getting that back, Like, for example, right now, we're having a good time tonight, but I guarantee this video probably won't get a lot of attention or views on demand, right? Now, imagine if I'm making 10 times as much content of this that already isn't doing that good, right? Well, what's going to happen is people are going to be like, well, I don't care about this content. I'll come back when he's not doing it. And they'll leave. So, I don't know. Like, it's like a money, sure. Short-term success is one thing, And a lot of people would just be like, just take the money and run. But for me, I'm kind of like wiser than that these days. And I've learned that it's more about the overall health of a channel as opposed to just a short-term paycheck. Because you could take short-term paychecks, but then the problem is if your entire business model just becomes the short-term payday, then you're never going to have a long-term support. And my channel is striving on long-term support. People who come back time and time again to watch different kinds of content, different kinds of projects, different kinds of games. And the last thing I would want to do is scare those people away because I'm doing a Lego build for, 3 straight months. So I don't know. If I would be honest, if these streams did see more success, like if these Lego streams were doing better and we had more people showing up and we knew that people were engaged and everything, I don't know, maybe I would consider it. But realistically, I don't see myself doing one that big. Like, I'm not saying I don't want to do any more Lego builds. I do. I like this. This is fun to me. But I just don't realistically see myself doing a 6,800 piece Lego build in the cards anytime soon. Things would have to change dramatically somehow. Even if, like I said, even if it was pre-financed, the fact that then my channel would tank for months as I keep doing it and everyone yells stop doing it, just like Baldur's Gate, I don't know. All right, so now a lot of shout outs here. We've got Fish Tank Big Boss, who did a $2 super chat and says, well, here's a 0.11% donation toward the $1,800 future Pokemon build. Well, that's the other thing too. It would have to be prepaid, like in full, upfront, so then we could schedule it out and plan it and let everyone know we're doing it. It can't be, we're gradually do a few contributions towards it. No, it would never work like that. Shout out to Boom Arm Defeats DSP for a gifted sub. Thank you for the gifted sub over on Kick. I appreciate that. And DSP is the GOAT just did a $5 super chat. Thank you for that. And he says, did you see that Lego is releasing an Ocarina of Time set? Lots of cool sets coming out. I've heard, I know they already have a Deku Tree. I don't know if that's Ocarina of Time or if that's like another Zelda. But I know that they're doing that one. Okay. And I think someone had mentioned that there's a Ganondorf that they're doing. And I think maybe the Ganondorf is Ocarina of Time. I think. So I know of those. Demolition Daddy says, what about a marathon event breaking stuff up into parts? Like, I would never want to do Legos for a whole marathon. Like, were you aware that I did a Lego build in a marathon last year? It was around my birthday time, and it was the Minecraft Lego set. No one liked it. Everyone was like, that completely killed the momentum of the marathon. People left and were bored and never came back. So I actually would not, unless it was a marathon only for Lego building, I would never want to do that. But even then, I feel like, let's say I did 8 to 10 hours of Lego building. Dude, I would be sore as shit and just my eyes would be bothering me. I don't think I would want to do that much Lego building in one sitting. You know what I mean? I just don't think that would work out too well. Let's see here. Have I ever seen an Uno Chicago Grill? Yes. I used to drive by one all the time when I lived in Connecticut. Do I like their deep dish pizza? I never ate there. I have no idea. There were so many authentic Italian pizza places in Connecticut. I never would have in my wildest dreams fathomed going to an Uno. Like, I have the best pizza possible to eat. Why on earth would I be going to Uno, some chain pizza place, to eat pizza? I'd be dumb, so I never did. The only chain pizza place I ever ate at was Pizza Hut. Because when I was a kid, Pizza Hut had kids' meals that would tie into, like, cartoon shows and things that I watched. Like, they had an X-Men meal, I remember. You get a cool, like, X-Men cup and stuff like that. So I went there a few times with my parents. And the breadsticks are actually pretty good back then. But outside of that, no, I never went to, like, Uno or anything like that. Never tried it. My night's going good, Geck. Thank you for asking. Welcome to the stream. Rebel Yeller says, if my income was hypothetically guaranteed somehow, would I be streaming different stuff? Well, here's the thing. My streaming schedule is based on a combination of things that I'm interested in, a combination of things that you guys are interested in and want to see. Okay? Like, it is definitely a combo. It's definitely not everything that I want and everything that you want. It's a mix, right? If hypothetically I were rich and I don't have to worry about money anymore, would I stream the same stuff? Yes and no, because I would definitely stream stuff that I stream now, but I'd probably stream some other stuff. I would probably stream way more chill RPGs that right now I really struggle to get attendance and support for. I would probably, I don't know, I'd have to think about like what I would stream more of. Really, I would have to think about what I would stream more of. But I think it would change the schedule a bit, yes. I think if I had absolutely, positively full freedom to stream whatever I wanted because I was just like so ultra popular that every single thing that I did printed money, maybe I would do a few things differently. But the happy balance that I have now of doing things that I like and you guys like, all right, I think it works. I'm happy. I don't dislike my job at all. I really love coming to work every day and chilling with you guys. You know, it really is a hangout session as much as it is a job. And I'm very lucky and grateful to have that. So thank you to everyone who makes this possible. I mean, look, I'm building Legos on a stream, and I have an audience of hundreds who are paying me for my time. That's, you know, pretty wild to think, but that's my reality, and I'm very grateful and happy for it. Thank you. Okay? But yeah, I mean, admittedly, I'm sure if anyone had full, complete, and utter freedom to do whatever they wanted with no limitations, yeah, I'm sure things would be a little different. I don't know if they'd be that different, you know? I absolutely love variety. Like, that's me. I'm a variety guy. When it comes to food, I like eating different foods and not always the same thing. When it comes to games, I like playing different games and not always the same thing. That's, in my opinion, what keeps things interesting and it doesn't get boring or played out, because I'm always jumping around doing something different. Nothing ever gets too tired. And as you've seen recently, some of the games that I've attempted, like Arc Raiders or Megabomb, they work, but they just don't work long term. They work because I'm exploring a new genre or kind of game, but once we've seen enough of that genre, then we move on to the next, right? And that way, things don't get stagnant and stale, things don't get boring, people don't get tired, and it works. So, you know, I think that what we're doing right now is most definitely working. Okay, I think I just got it all right there. So we now have Mario's head. Look at that. Mario's head is complete, and there's even texture on his hair. Do you see that? Like his eyebrow, his sideburn, and his mustache have texture while everything else is flat. That's kind of cool. Okay. Very nice. 2 more bags to go. And then we're done with the build, guys. So speaking of which, again, if you are enjoying this build, if you would like the opportunity to see more Lego builds in the future, or particularly if you just like me and my content and want to support tonight, please, let's go. Let's get some support. Let's get some subs, some kicks. Let's get some super chats, some tips, some memberships. Let's get some momentum going for future Lego builds and chill stream nights with Phil. Let's go. Okay. Just listen to this. Someone said, I'm just going to read this. Asmongold was talking about you today on stream. He wants to get you together for a legacy stream in the middle of the year with several other people who have been in the scene long term. He didn't message you, so don't ban me. Would you do a co-op legacy stream with 5 or so streamers? I won't ask again. If that were possible, that's exactly in line with what I was talking with Asmongold about what I would like to do. Let's talk about gaming history. Let's talk about the history of being YouTubers. Let's talk about that stuff, right? But I can't believe you because no one's talked to me about it. Unless Asmongold actually reaches out to me or someone sends me a clip and says, here's the clip showing he talked about it, I don't believe you, and I don't really have anything to say about it. I mean, yeah, that sounds like great content. That sounds like a really good opportunity. Sure. But I guarantee you that you made it up. You see? And I just looked in chat and he says, I made it up. Do you see? Do you see? There you go. Okay. Now, this bag has 2 different bags. It's the small and the big. So this one we got to kind of spill out fully. This is a bigger bag, but seriously not nearly as big as some of the bags that we've already done. That's for sure. Okay. Really? Cabal says, Asmongold said he watched you play Code Violet and he saw how bad it was from that. Oh, he didn't play it? Dude, that would have been a gold mine for him. His viewership would have loved seeing him play that game and just laughing at how effing bad it is. I'm shocked he actually didn't give it a go. Tubbs, I don't know about Neo 3. I know people are now telling me there's a demo. I'm not really sold. I'm really wasting time on it because I'm really not interested in it. I don't really want to play Neo 3. I don't. Neo 2 didn't do well. I didn't necessarily love Neo 2. I don't want to play more Souls-likes. I just want to play, like I said, if I want to play a Souls game, I want to play a real Souls game, not a Souls-like from another company. I want to just play maybe like modded Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 3. I would enjoy that more. So, I hope that makes sense. Okay. The Lego streams have made me a master builder. I don't think so. No, I don't believe that for a minute. Like I said, when the pieces are easy to find and they're all in front of you, it's actually not hard at all to build these. The hardest part was those first few parts where it was like ridiculously weird looking pieces that I was trying to figure out, like, what the hell? Like, what is all this? They were really weird, like, contraptions. I didn't even know what any of them were, right? Well, there you go. Boom Arm defeats DSP. Says he had to rent a handcart to help his mother-in-law move today, and handcarts rule. There you go. Maybe you could buy one. Maybe you could buy a handcart. Like the one I have. Okay. Oh, shit. I wasn't supposed... Oh, I was supposed to do that. Okay. Okay. There we go. Oh, shit. Is it the wrong color? No, it's the right color. I thought it was the wrong color for a second. All right. Am I going to play more Onimusha games? Well, I played 2, right? I played the first 2, which everyone says are, like, the best ones. People told me that there's, like, a ton. But ever since I played the 2 last year, no one's really said, hey, you should play others. So I'm under the impression that I must have played the best ones. And probably there's little to no desire to see me play them any further. At least there really hasn't been anyone reaching out saying that to me. You know what I mean? Like, last year, people were actually quite eager to see me play them because I had a gaming PC. And they're like, oh, it's finally possible, you know? But typically, no one else has asked me to play another one, so that's why I haven't really even thought about it. I don't even know if any more of them are available or remastered or whatever. You know, I don't know that much about it. Yeah. Okay, we're doing this now. We're building more. So we're done doing flat pieces. We're back to doing pieces with you know, the nubs on them again, I guess. What's up, Shocks? How you doing, man? He says the build's looking good. Thank you, Shocks. Yes, Mario is coming together nicely. We're about half an hour into the stream, and we're already on the next to last bag. We're going to finish this very, very quickly here. It's not too complicated at the end here, so this is good progress for sure. Okay, so this goes here. And they want me to do all of these singles. And they want me to do this corner. Let me do the corner first, then I'll do all these singles. Okay. Do. Good music tonight. Relaxing, chill music. I like it. Remember to tag me in the chat if you would like to talk to me. Here, I'll type in the kick chat again just in case that's the issue. Please tag me in the chat and let's have some conversation. Makes it much better, right? I agree. The music, though, wow, what an improvement. Again, one of the best suggestions you guys gave me was get music. And now that I have it, it has dramatically improved my content. Notably, these Lego streams are a lot better with the background music. Not just dead air or me trying to fill the dead air by blabbing every second. Okay, that's done. We're getting there. Ooh, okay, what is this? So they're saying to rotate this guy. And now I'm going to build stuff around here. Okay, 2 of these brown ones. And 1 single blue peg. Where? Okay, right here, right here. I see, right here. Right here. That. And then the single blue peg goes next to it. Okay. Did I hear the fake news about Chrono Trigger get a remake? No, I didn't. What's my next upgrade I'm thinking of getting for my setup? Oh, that's an interesting question. So to be honest, I upgraded so much at this point, I'm not sure what the next upgrade would be. Like, I think I've gotten all the utility style upgrades, you know, that I could immediately make use of. But I'm not sure. What? Here's a question. For those of you who watch, what do you guys think? What kind of upgrades do you think I could still do to my setup that would be something that I haven't done yet that would benefit stuff? The only thing I can think of off the top of my head is more lighting. Like, I only have 2 key lights. One is behind this camera right here. Well, this camera right here that I'm pointing to. And one is behind that camera right there. But that's not how key lights are supposed to work. Key lights are supposed to be at angles. So if this were really to be lit properly, I should actually have 2 lights on the sides of this camera and 2 lights on the sides of this camera to have them actually pick up the light properly. Now, here's the thing. I'm not a professional filmer. You know what I mean? Like, this is not a TV show. It's just a live stream of a gamer. It's not that big of a deal that it's not exactly 100% professional or correct, right? So I don't think anyone really cares, but I could technically do that. Okay. You bought a haptic feedback vest at Costco today? Buckwell, good lord. I need R to use applause button. Well, no, I really don't. I really don't need R to use applause button. I have some sound effects. They're not obnoxious. Do they even work? I'm going to play a sound effect right now. I don't think it works. Here, I'm going to try it. You tell me if you hear this right now. Can you hear this sound effect right now? I don't think I ever set it up in this screen. No, I don't. So you can't even hear my sound effects on this screen anyway, even if I tried to use them. But for the other scenes that I have sound effects and stuff, but I don't really use them all the time. I think that'd be obnoxious, you know? Okay. An aquarium with 5 squids in it. There you go. Adding a fart sound effect. Oh, boy. How's the weather here? It's a cool chill night. It is 70. I think it's only 73 degrees in here, which is nice. It's actually very comfortable in here tonight. Yeah, pretty good. Okay. Something to reduce the heat of the electronics in the room because it's a recurring issue. Central air. That would mean redoing my whole house, and it would cost tens of thousands of dollars. So that's sadly not a quick one. That's one that's not a realistic one. That's one that, in time, either I'm able to refinance my house, or possibly, you know, do something else like that. But that's not one that's going to be anytime soon, realistically. So. Okay. I know, that would be ideal to always have it be a perfect temperature in here, but too expensive. That goes there. Okay. Ooh, now we're building some weird stuff. Okay. This is probably the final elaborate stuff. Everything's going to be simple after this, I bet. Oh, shit. Put it on the wrong spot. Son of a bee. Do I think Waluigi is misunderstood? I don't know. Waluigi came to be around the time period that I was not following video games at all. And then all of a sudden he was like in like all the Mario games from like Mario Party and Mario Kart. I don't really know much about Waluigi or who the hell he really is or anything. So, I don't think I can comment too accurately on him. Oh, crud. There we go. Got it. That's got to go like that. Okay. We're getting there. Really? Shock says he has a 500-gallon aquarium with 15 piranhas. Holy moly. See, my wife and I have talked about the possibility in the future of getting like an aquarium with fish, but the problem is Jasper. You know, we have a cat. That cat tends to have a lot of, you know, very stereotypical cat-like tendencies, okay? He likes birds. He likes fish. He likes all those things. So if we were to get an aquarium, he'd probably be trying to get the fish out of the aquarium all day. And, you know, that's not necessarily fair to him to give him that level of temptation and be like, oh, bad kitty, when all he's doing is basically doing what a cat is supposed to do naturally. So, you know, maybe that's something that we can do in the future down the line, but probably not something we'd be looking to be doing right now. Okay. I wonder what this is that I'm building right now. I have no idea. Oh, now I'm putting stuff on top of it, huh? Oh, yeah. We're putting colors and stuff on top of it right now. Cool. Let's go. Let's get some support for Lego Nights, folks. Build with Phil, or DSP Builds it, whatever you want to call it. Let's get support for the Super Mario build. We're almost done. 20 minutes, we will probably be done with this, and then we'll just chill and hang out for the rest of the night. Show me that you like the Legos, that you want more this year. You guys are trying to convince me to spend over $600 on Pokemon Legos. In reality, I know that's not all of you doing. That's like one or two people who brought it up. But they've brought it up a few times now. It's like, I don't know. Okay. All right. Even more here. Here we go. Build with Phil. La, 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 la. DSP builds it. You're gonna build with Phil. Yeah, yeah. This is like 1980s workout music. Richard Simmons workout soundtrack here. Okay. You prefer Digimon over Pokemon? Well, they don't have elaborate Digimon Lego set, do they? Okay, I have no idea what we just built. It's something. Okay, it's his arm. It's his arm. It literally goes in here like this. Okay, so it's Mario's arm kind of in like a 3D standing out. Okay, that's cool. Oh, and now we're on to the final bag. That was it. One final bag, and we are done. Yes, Richard Simmons was the white dude who basically had an afro. You're right. Okay. Let's go. Let's finish this build. The home stretch. The final bag, everyone. Here it is. Bag 15. The last bag of the build. Truly the home stretch. Oh, really? Analytics Marley says, I have 3 cats and I have an aquarium. You need one that has a good lid. They get bored eventually and they'll just watch the fish. The issue I had is fish are actually difficult to take care of. That's another issue entirely, you know. I'm already a really busy guy with the amount that I'm working and everything, and I don't realistically know then if it's difficult to take care of the fish that it would be something I want to do. I don't know. Okay. This is it, the finale right now, folks. Jade says, did you see any Street Fighter Legos? They have Street Fighter block sets, but they're not officially Lego. Another brand made them. And so they're kind of knockoff-ish and not as good as real Legos, in my opinion, from what I've seen. It doesn't mean that they're terrible or whatever, though. Okay, here we go. The finale right now. Okay. This is it, the finale, everyone. It's the final countdown. The music is amped up for the end here of the build. Listen to this music. How about Sonic? Yes, they do have Sonic. Lego does do Sonic the Hedgehog. Yes. Indeed. Nothing big, though. Like, a lot of these are small play sets for kids and stuff. This is one of the more serious adult sets. That's why it's so huge and complicated. Okay. That's interesting. RGB colors, you could donate to change the colors. We could do that right now. Like right now, no lie. If someone donated and said, I would like you to have a color scheme that looks like fire, I could immediately jump into here and say, AI, generate a fire theme and change the background light immediately. We could do that right now. It's zero effort. Because all these lights are run by AI. So I just tell it what to do and it does it. Yeah, I could do that immediately. Okay. All right, we got that. Ooh, we're building something different now. What the heck? What are we building? Here we go. A Lego Seinfeld set. Really? He says the Lego Seinfeld set has a bunch of references and Easter eggs to episodes you'd probably remember. That's kind of cool. The thing is, that's dating for people who watch Seinfeld. If you never watched Seinfeld, you probably wouldn't give a crap about the set. Like, at least with Mario, Mario's kind of timeless. Everyone knows Mario. He'd be my background. I don't know if the Lego Seinfeld set really stands out for my kind of content. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, that's correct. I did it right. Okay. What about a second Divoom that shows live stats from your channels like some other channels do with LED panels? Yeah, I mean, this does that right now, but it's very limited. It does, like, sub count or view count, and that's really it. Like, there's no other stats. What other stats would I want to show, right? And the thing is, I don't get a lot of subs. In a month, I get a few hundred subs, if that. Views aren't sky high. It's not like a popular channel where every moment it's going ding, 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 like you won the jackpot. Mine would be so slow to move, it probably wouldn't really matter. You know, and that's it. Like this frame is incredibly good to show you. This frame is incredibly good for animations. It is not good for apps. There's almost no apps available for it. The ones that are there were usually designed by the company, and they're very limited in what they can do. That's something that I learned the hard way, because originally I thought, oh, I can have an app that will update when I get a contribution. I could get an app that will do. No, none of that exists. Literally, it doesn't. You can only use this really for animations. That's how it was designed, and that's pretty much its limitations. Or the established, like I said, sub count, viewer count. That's about it. Not viewer count, views count, like on videos, and that's about it. Okay. Okay, let's see here. The Seinfeld set is expensive. Creators of the show mentioned a huge surge after their Netflix deal. Seinfeld's on Netflix again? Wasn't it on Netflix, then got removed, and then went back again? What is this piece that I'm looking for? Ah! There it is. It was hard to see. Okay. How about a Lego build of One Piece? Yeah, that's right. One Piece does have one, right? They do. The way I see it, though, like, do I like One Piece? Yeah, I do. Am I in love with it? No, but I like watching it from time to time. Would that be something people would care about seeing in my background? Probably not. You know what I mean? Like, people want to see stuff I play, stuff that I'm engaged with. Mario, Pokemon, that kind of stuff. I don't know if people really want to see One Piece in my background, you know? Okay. This way? This way. Okay. Yep. That's correct. Yeah, I'm going to find the other one. Here we go. No, I did not know that Toys R Us sold old school stuff back in the day. Like old school retro consoles? No, I didn't know that. Like after they were new? No, I didn't know that. What's weird is, it doesn't seem to fit right. That's on their flush. That's on their flush, but they're not even. That's weird. I think they're supposed to be even, but they're really not. But they're supposed to be. That's odd. Wonder why one's lower than the other. Huh. Oh, because I have them on slightly wrong. They're supposed to be up one like this. Oh, okay. I had it on slightly incorrectly. There we go. Fixed it. Okay. Okay, this goes onto the back of Mario here. Just like this. Yeah, just like that. Okay. Alright. I guess that's how we're going to attach it to the Yoshi, I think. It's going to, like, latch onto the back with these, like, rods that we just put on there. Okay. Too stupid for the game. No, you didn't invest any money. You're a broke bum, and everyone knows that you're an idiot who sits on the internet all day and doesn't have a job. So, anyway. Okay. What's up, Jesse? How you doing? He says, hope the cold isn't too much over here. It's down in the 30s where you are. Oh, no, it's warm here. I'm not even kidding. We're basically having spring-like weather. I think it's because they were saying we're having El Nino here where I'm living. So, I don't think we're even really getting a real winter. It hasn't really gotten cold enough. So, yeah, no. Okay. Go. All right. I think we're building his cape now. I think that's the last thing we're building is the cape. Look at this weird piece. It's like a triangle. You ever seen a triangle Lego piece? That's pretty odd. I mean, even on the back, it looks like it's cut in half. See, like a cut in half piece, like it's a glitch or something. Obviously, it's not, but kind of weird. All right. We're getting there, folks. Almost done. Home stretch, like I said. All right. I don't know if they have a Dragon Ball Lego set. I've never looked into that. Okay. Here. Go. No. 3 of these. Okay. The big finale. Hammer these in, folks. Then we can have it in the background and we can chill for the rest of the night. Because we're just about to the halfway point of my late stream tonight. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. You're trying to watch the stream while playing with Rashida Street Fighter 6. I don't know. For me, Street Fighter, I got to focus on that. I can't be doing other stuff and playing fighting games. I've tried that in the past, and it never works. Okay. Here we go. The big finale. it's another one like this. And then it's 2 of these on top of each other like this. We're getting there. We're almost done. Okay. Yep, that's good. Even more. Jeez. There's very few pieces left here. Playing ZA Legends? See, I never found any shinies besides the one that was in the story. I never found a single shiny in the over 60 hours that I played Pokemon Legends ZA. I think that's pretty crazy. Like, how rare are they in that game? I didn't even encounter one. Not a single one. Ah, yeah. Jack says he's watching some of my old playthroughs when he grinds in RPGs and stuff. He's been watching my Jack and Daxter stuff. Yeah, that's fun to do. To have that stuff playing as like white noise in the background. Because to be honest, especially certain games, like there's certain parts that are action-packed and others that just aren't that fun. And if you want to watch the playthrough, I mean, what are you going to do? Stare there at the screen the entire time when the boring stuff's going on? Of course not. You want to do other stuff. Why does the desktop look cut up? What do you mean? Why does my new desktop look cut up? Oh, you mean this is a pad, dude? This is the top of my desk. I have a desktop pad. I have 2 of them. It's stylish. That's not the actual top of the desk. You thought that was the top of the desk? No, no, no. This sounds like Twisted Metal music right now. Okay. Oh, man, this is it. There's like 2 pieces left. This has got to be it. This must be his cape. Okay, and then we got these left. Oh, this must be an extra. Yeah. So this goes on here. This goes on here. This is the finale right now, folks. This is it. It's exactly an hour like I thought it would be. Okay, and then this goes on like this. Okay. That means this is an extra. Okay, now oh my god, his cape is going to move. Mario's cape is actually going to move. Really? And then all we do is we put this into the Yoshi. Let me get the Yoshi. So on top of Yoshi here, we have 2 holes on top. Oh, it's hard to see. Let me flip it. Right here on the front of Yoshi, there's 2 holes. We're just going to take these pegs on the back of Mario, and we're going to insert it from the front into those 2 holes, and then that's it. It's supposed to be done. Just like that. And that's supposed to be it. Let's see. Yeah. All right, folks. That's the build. That's the super extreme close-up of it. But let's take a look at it, shall we? In all of its glory. This is it. The epicness is about to happen. In fact, let's move this monitor back. get everything in position here, shall we? The big reveal is about to happen. We have finished. Okay, and so 7 hours of work. I present to you the Lego Super Mario World build in action. So yeah, his cape actually moves a little bit, not a ton, right? But his cape does move. Mario bumps up and down on Yoshi. Pretty cool. And then Yoshi's mouth opens and closes. So you can make it look like he's going to grab something with his tongue. Like you're playing the game. It actually makes a noise. Can you hear the noise? There you go. Very nice. And so now, this officially goes into my background. For the month of February. That looks, wow. That looks really good, does it not? Like, that looks really good, actually. That's sweet. And it stands out nicely. Maybe scoot it over a little bit. Wow. That's the best Lego I've done, that's for sure, in my life. Like, that's dope. It looks just like the sprite from the game. And if it's perfectly in the background, exactly how I was hoping it would fit, that's awesome. All right, well, thank you guys, obviously, for your patience. That was a crazy Lego build, the most complex I've ever done. All right, now, to be frank with all of you, would I do another one? I would, but as you can see, I think what's happened is incrementally the popularity trails off. Like the first time I did this last week or week and a half ago, people were excited for it. The third stream, not as much. The thing is, tonight we're going to chill for another hour and have a hangout session, which is good. But definitely, the way I see it, this is like short-lived stuff. Do I think that the Pokemon 6,800 piece build would work? No, I don't think so. I just, I don't foresee that ever being successful on my streams. It's too much of the same thing, you know? But that was fun, right? I loved it. That'll be in my background now all month long. And you know, in the future, we'll alternate it in and out, which will be awesome. All right, so thank you. Everyone who's here live, thank you so much. Anyone who watched on demand, thank you. And anyone, obviously, who supported the Lego builds, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. I'll basically keep you guys updated. Let's talk over the course of 2026 about future Lego builds. What would you guys like to see as the next one, right? Like, what possibly would be entertaining to you to see me build? Right now, the gaming ones I think are popular and working. I don't foresee me doing something non-gaming yet, but good stuff, right? And again, let's give it a break, and maybe in 2-3 months we think about another one to do. But thank you so much. Lego Super Mario build complete. You'll see it in the background for February. Thank you so much, guys.